Well, as you might expect after that open, we combine a lot of things this week in our top 10 plays of the week. Fighting Sioux and waves. Happy returns, firsts, 20s, thousandths, and 60th that dwarfs everything else. So here we go. Play number 10. Troy Brown and his banner renown, 1,000 yards receiving, and another big play for him as the Patriots, after an 0-2 start, are now 8-5 and could even win their division. They beat Cleveland 27-16. Brown touchdown against the Browns. Fittingly, play number 9. Took 93 catches, but the leading receiver in football now has a touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson, circus variety. The Bucs have won 3 in a row for the first time this year. They're 7-5. They now are thick of the playoff hunt as well. Hockey goal, Craig Johnson being held. We're going to hold him to it. Johnson of the Kings scores past the Blackhawks' Jocelyn Thibault. Play 7, a grueling Q school and a 17-year-old high school junior, Ty Tryon, who had a paper due this past week on To Kill a Mockingbird, killed the field as he gets his card. So does Gary Nicholas. And the proud Papa Bear and Mama Bear, Jack and Barbara Nicholas, look on. Congratulations, guys. The Waves of Pepperdine, a couple of weeks ago, beat UCLA. Now they complete the LA big-time daily doubles. Ka-tunk goes Craig Lewis, 78-77. Pepperdine has beaten USC. Play number 5, the Division II National Championship, the Fighting Sioux of North Dakota. Trailing late in the fourth, Kelby Klosterman to Luke Schleusner. Look at the block right there. He could go almost all the way, setting up the Fighting Sioux for the first national title ever. They beat Grand Valley State. His first NFL start, play 4 and 4 touchdowns for Todd Bauman from St. Cloud State. 348 yards passing as well as he leads the Vikes to victory over Tennessee. The catch of the day, albeit in a losing effort, Jeff Graham crackers this one over Troy Vincent of the Eagles. Graham scoring for the Chargers. He had a pair in the day. Watch it again. How does he do it? In the end zone, albeit the Bolts, another loss. 2 legendary 8-8s. Tim Brown, first touchdown return on a punt in 10 years. His 100th for his career. He does go all the way. And how about the legendary Jerry Rice? Can you say 20,000 yards receiving? That's about the same distance, just about 11.5 miles, as it would take to get from Candlestick to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Number 1, though, is an entirely different matter. 60 years ago this weekend, December 7, 1941, the United States was attacked at Pearl Harbor.
December 7, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
At daybreak on that Sunday morning, the Japanese sneak attack killed over 2,000 servicemen and civilians in Hawaii. This past week, many of the veterans who were fortunate enough to survive that day and fortunate to have survived the next 60 years gathered for a moving reunion at Pearl Harbor, almost as if it were one final hurrah. But there's nothing final about it. Do me and do yourself a favor. When you see folks from that generation in their 70s, their 80s, their 90s, just tell them thank you. Thank you for believing in America and for the freedom it represents. Because as we try to come to grips with September 11th and vow to fight for freedom for our children and their children, realize that those who fought in World War II and those back home in America who provided the love and support needed for us to succeed did exactly the same thing. They fought for freedom for their children and their grandchildren. In other words, us. So go ahead. Give them a hearty thank you. It'll make you both feel good.
Chris Berman's Top 10 Plays of the Week is brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Gatorade, is it in you?